Okay, these are all very brief. All 20 of them are, no.
Just two more.
This is called, I don't know if they're poetry or not. Sometimes I just don't know what I'm writing, but this is called Young Fool. I'm 100 years old, 1,000. My bones make sounds like old door hinges and rickety stair treads. I do okay. No teens at the stores ask me if I need them to carry my purchases to my car. Not yet. But I'm older than your parents probably, and my ideas to you smell like dust on doilies, sound like an out-of-tune piano. You damn well should know that my feelings are stronger than yours, so strong as to leave me breathless. And you're lucky I hold my dry tongue, you whippersnapper, you whelp. I'm hurrying. My hands are shaking. Whoops, 3. Okay, this is, it's now 4:23 a.m. When you wake up around 3 a.m. and are staring, bleary-eyed at the red digits of your clock, wondering why you bought the clock with red digits because those red numbers look somehow accusing, and then you vow to buy a clock with green numbers first chance you get, and then you stumble to the bathroom because you're now wide awake and you think peeing will make you more comfortable, and then you bruise your shin on the corner of the bed since you forgot to plug in the nightlight, and then you manage to make it to the bathroom without further injury, and then when you're relieving yourself, what's the song you hear playing in your head? Okay. I've already broken your heart. We don't really know each other, not yet, but even so, your heart, it is shattered like those cheap potato chips. No, not Pringles, but one of those greasy ones, and they're at the bottom of the bag in salty fragments. I helped do this, and I wet my fingers and stick them to these shards and lick them off because they are yours.
Wow, that's great.
I'm almost done. 2 more very, very short ones. Oops. Okay, this is called Mist, and I wrote it when I was in Ireland. We walk in the rain over gray rocks through the ruins of grand castles or ancient gravestones or rope bridges meant for stalwart salmon fishermen in their family sweaters. I try not to trip. You, of course, your feet never touch the stones. Your step is so light, I forget you're with me. You've become a half-deflated balloon tied to my wrist. Did I untie you? Because when I see the first light of a new day igniting a tomb older than Stonehenge, yes, older than the pyramids, I turn my head and you're not in sight. I couldn't engineer such flowing light once a year, ushering it through S-turns. Even with your help, were you willing to give it? I wonder if you're in the gift shop, fingering brightly colored scarves or recreations of mystic Celtic patterns fashioned in cheap metal jewelry that would give me a rash. Oh, later I ask you what you think those ancient patterns mean. We both know you have a dozen ideas, ridiculous through sublime. You don't share any of them with me. You ignore me, although you do whisper when I'm looking out at the sheep and the stones and the green grass. You tap my shoulder and wonder when I'll buy a shot or 2 of Jameson or Bushmills. You don't much care if not knowing the right drink gets me into trouble. One corner of the straight line of your mouth twitches twice, and that's the most expressive you've been in weeks. Thing is, I don't know if it's a smile or a smirk. Okay, one last thing. It's very short. And it's called Nantucket. I wrote a limerick, but it turned out it was free verse. Nantucket.